record. All right. So go to ambientcg.com and click materials. And there are a lot of materials you can download. Since we're gonna download the rock for material for the rocks we're creating, click type rock and hit enter. There are different types of rocks available. And you can choose whatever you feel most similar or best for your Robert Smithson project. And let me click this one. So if you look at this, it says PBR materials, right? And there are different types of sizes, either JPEG or PNG. If you look at here, the name of this material is called Rock 44. There's 1K, 2K, 4K, and 8K. So hope you remember, if you're gonna make a realistic 3D animation and CGI film using either Blender or Unreal Engine 5, use 8K. But if you're gonna make a game that could run on your mobile or desktop with a chip like laptop that you have, probably you're gonna want to choose 2K and 4K. And if you're not using, sorry, for those who are in the computer, if you're not using supercomputer and your laptop is not good enough to run Blender, the big size Blender, make sure it's better to get lower. If you use your computer is good, or you use one of our computers here, download 8K, because our purpose for this, we need high quality texture. So for me, I'm gonna download 8K. I believe our computer can handle this. So 8K. So it will download on the desktop. So make sure you copy from the download and paste it on your the cloud or USB or external hard drive. Okay, now it completed I'm gonna Control C. I'm gonna save it on my the external hard, like the cloud. So just click here, paste. Make sure you don't save your whatever things it's gonna be your digital files. Don't save on your on this desktop. Save inside your USB or the cloud. So now it was downloaded as a zip file. We have unzip. Now I'm gonna mouse right click and extract all. And you extract all. So extract means unzip. So the file has a multiple the folder has a multiple files, so we have to unzip to have to access these files. Almost done. Faster. Zoom, and you probably have your unzipped here, RAW 44 8K. Double click. I'm gonna show watch. Now you have multiple images, several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is just a sample. Now you have what is called color, and there's something called normal, roughness, and ambient displacement. A lot of different things. Okay, let's just wait. So these are, so now you see two normals. The reason it has two, it is technically the same, but upside down or opposite direction, which means if you double click this one, if you double click this one, it's AK. It takes time. So you see all the textures you see here. That's just, you know, regular JPEG image. If you double click this one, it doesn't have any colors. It is blue, but this blue, like purple, whatever, indicates the bumpiness of the surface. So if we're gonna add color and normal and other things together, because if you think about rock is not just, you know, so think about, for example, think about the fake vinyl, the wallpaper, fake wallpaper. It's just a thin layer, right? You just the pitch on the top of the paper. If you think about rock has some bumpiness, right? And depth. And also rock has, if you look at a rock under the, you know, bright sun, you know, daylight, and you'll see some part is actually really bright and some part is actually, you know, a little darker. So it's called, that is probably has to do with the roughness or metallic. And some parts are wet, some parts are not wet. That has to do with collision. So we're going to combine, we're going to create a object in Blender 3D program, and we're going to attach these images so we can have not just the surface, but has depth and like how, you know, how metallic it is, how rough it is, and how wet or dry it is. Make sense? Yeah.
So it's basically all of these kind of come together, and it's what forms the physically based rendering. You have height, metallic, and roughness. Because essentially, without all of these maps working together, you just have a surface that's smooth, like glass. And if you add a single color, it would either with matte, but if you change the roughness values in Blender, you can make it shiny. And that's what we experimented last week, but this time we're going to add some more details and basically bring it to life. And that'll be evident once we add in the light source, the shadows, the light will cast a light on the rock, and whatever is an impact of the rock will see the shadows because of the roughness matte from the material.
Good. Yeah. All right. So I think it's best to show you what it is. Let's open Blender. Before we make a rock, we're gonna use the cube. Okay, general. So now we have a cube. We're gonna use something really simple and great, but before we're gonna use it, we're gonna use manually attach these images. Here's a rock. Click the click the cube. Sorry, click the cube, and okay, go. Hey, disappear. Okay, if you go a little down. Okay, what is called shading? Click this shading. The shading tab is the one you can control material. Hey, disappear. I don't know how. You'll probably see something like this, and click. So you see the white outline. Click base color and type just okay. Click base color. There's something called base color here. So now we select this object, and it has principled BSDF, that's the PBR material shader, and click this base color and type image, and there's something called image texture. Click this and open and go to the texture we downloaded, and click the color and open image. I don't know why today's slower. It's very slow today. Okay. Okay. So now you can look at this. Now we have this the rock, but if you look at it, it's really like flat. You don't really see. I mean, yeah, it's like an image. It's like a wallpaper attached, on this box. Now we're gonna add roughness. Mouse right click, same as like click image texture, and open, and same thing. You go to there, my texture, and click one of the normal. They're just opposite. So you just click one of them. Next time. Okay. Believe it or not, if you go to this, it has a little bit of bumpiness. It's kind of hard to see, but it has, it reflects, the light source, whatever. Also, you can attach the roughness on metallic, and you can do, you can add other things. Oh, it's wrong. Okay, control. It should go to normal. Where's normal? Okay, normal is here. Sorry, normal. Yeah, now you can see it's kind of hard to see, but it does have a little bit of like bumpiness attached. Also, same for the roughness, but it's kind of very it takes a lot of time to attach all the images in here, right? So I'm gonna give you a magic. So delete all of this, nothing. Instead, okay, pay attention. Instead, go to edit, hit preferences, and there's something called add-ons, and type Node Wrangler. So you'll see what is called Node Wrangler, and check and close. Again, edit, preferences, add-on, Node Wrangler. Good. And check the Node Wrangler and close. Am I too fast? All good? Yes? All right. So so there's empty shader. So I'm gonna click this. You see this white outline. Now you hold Control Shift T. Again, click this one. Now you see the white outline, and Control Shift and T together. And then you go to the texture, and you select first the color. Color, occlusion, displacement, roughness. and one of the normal. Yeah, 5. You select these 5. You don't have to select 2 of both of them, just select 1. And click this principal texture setup, whatever. Click this one. And this node wrangler does the job for you. So you don't have to create, texture image all the time, add color, roughness, and normal. Use node wrangler and Control-Shift-T. It does all the job for you. I don't know why my computer is really slow today. Okay, perfect. Now look at this. Yeah, it has all the great detail and bumpiness and roughness attached to this rock. Any questions so far? So it is really important because at this point, you can export this object as FBX or other format, and it re-import it into another program such as Unity or any other 3D program. It is transportable. However, if you're gonna add something and change something, it's called procedural. It's not gonna transportable. It's gonna work only inside the Blender. Same for that, like Unreal Engine and Unity. Every 3D program has something that looks like this, and share the basic PBR material setup. And there's the extra options every single 3D program, and you can add and change a little bit. That's gonna only work inside this specific program. So that is called procedural, and for now it's just all regular PBR. So, any questions so far? Which is very important. So if you change a lot of things and you export, and it's not gonna be seen in Unreal Engine 5 or Unity. That's the reason. Any other questions so far? Good? Yeah. Key for time. Yeah. And then you select all the images together. All right. Okay, we're gonna make a rocks. Now we're gonna make a rocks. So let's delete. There are different ways to make rocks. I believe we covered edit mode last time. Did we cover edit mode? Yes, no? Yes? Okay. For example, UV sphere. And you can go to edit mode. You can change all the vertices you want. Did we cover edit mode last time? I forgot. Yes? No? Not? No? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let's delete. Okay. Before we make a rock, before we make an easy one, let's go to object mode. Let's start with a box, a cube. Let's start with a cube. And with object mode, make sure you use this XYZ, right? And you grab to move, G to grab, and S to scale, or S and XYZ scale just one axis, and R to rotate. Before you make a rotation, make sure you use this R to rotate. So these are the some of the changes you can make under object mode. However, if you click this and click to edit mode, now you see something like this, and something like this has some points. These points called vertices, or one vertex. And you under edit mode, same thing. For example, G to grab and move, you can change the shape, individual shape. X, G to move, or Z, I'm gonna select all four, or four, hold shift key to select another one, and S to scale, SG, SX. Well, you can change different shapes you want with this tool. So that's the edit mode. That's the edit mode. R to rotate, but also if you look at this, I wanna select everything. I wanna select everything. It seems like I selected everything by dragging, but it's not. If I rotate this around, I didn't select the other side, right? There's a one point that is missing. So in order to see, you click this toggle X-ray upper right, and now you see the hidden bodies, all the vertices together. Either drag and click to select all, or hit A to select all. And you can scale up and down, rotate up and down, same thing. There are multiple different options available. I'm gonna add another line between the two, another line between the two. Select one of them and hit Control R. Hit Control R, you'll see a line, and you have to click and you have to move this or left or right. I'm gonna just put in the middle and click again. Now we have one more line of what is this? Same thing, Control whatever. Select one of the few and Control R and collect and select, and you edit more vertices. Yeah, it's kind of look like a rock. Control R here, I'm gonna add one more. Yeah, have some play, play with it. G, oops, Control Z, G to move. And also I'm gonna select all. I'm gonna mouse right click. No. What am I? Yeah, what is called subdivide. Again, select all, A to all, and click mouse right click and click this subdivide. And now you have another tab, bottom left. You can open this up. So you see there are more lines and vertices appeared. But if you increase number, you see more and more. And click OK. Nice. So that's also, if you look at, am I too fast? Are you guys good? For beginners, are you guys good? Yes? No? Need more time? So one more, I'm gonna give you a 5-minute break. If you click it, this is called, there's 3 different select mode. If you click this, you can only select the vertices. This one, you select the line. And this one, you select the face. Face means this one. Sometimes you use either one of these 3, depends on your project. For example, I selected one of the top 4 the faces and hit E to extrude. Yeah, sometimes you want this. And hit E to extrude. And hit E to extrude. So yeah, it has different options. Sometimes you need this select vertex select or the face select. Try to make something random shape, looks like a rock. It's not rock yet. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more subdivide. So a little more vertices. I think that should be fine. Are you good? Yes? Too fast? You need more time? Okay. Add more vertices by subdividing. Select all, mouse right click, subdivide. One last thing. This is under edit mode. Now I'm gonna go scrum mode. Scrum mode, it's become like a clay. There are a lot of different options you can play with. Start with, I'm gonna choose grab, one of my favorite, and hit F key to change the brush size. And you can just like a clay sculpture. You can move, I hit G to grab, move things up and down, and change, and F to scale up and down, make more like a rock. Yeah. F. There are different options. If you click, it's called inflate. If you hold Alt key, it will do the opposite job, deflate. No, Shift key. Inflate, hold Shift key, deflate. Grab. So try to make a random shape. So if you look at this, so that's the object mode from the beginning. That's the object mode. And we added more vertices using subdivide. And we can use scrum mode to, just like a clay sculpture. But if you notice that the number of vertices actually affects how detailed you can control under scrum mode. If you have more vertices, which is fine, then you have more detailed control under scrum mode. If you have less vertices, you have less, you see all the cube-like shape, right? So this is also really important. It really depends on your project. If you wanna make extremely high quality 3D animation, the dense, not too dense, but a little more, like something like this, could be fine. But if you wanna make such as mobile game and VR game, the less the number of vertices, the better. So it really depends on the purpose of your project. So for now, for 3D animation, just look at this. These density should be good enough for your 3D animation. Yeah, try to make different shapes, and ultimately I'm gonna mouse under object mode, mouse right click and shade smooth, so it will look like kind of rock. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing and pause Zoom recording. So layout, and hit this, select this object, and UV editing, you'll see something like this, right? And hit A to select all, hit A to select all, and hit U on your keyboard, and click this Smart UV project, and hit OK. And you'll see something like this. This is really, really important process. Before you add any texture you created, you have to UV unwrap. That's really important process. You have to UV unwrap. If you forgot, your texture gonna look funny. Again, layer, you select and UV editing, hit A, select all, hit U, and Smart UV project, hit OK. And you have to have something look like this. This is really important project. The steps, you need to take before you add your texture. So you finish your UV unwrap and again hit this one and go to shading, same process, hit new. Now we're gonna click this, Control Shift T, add all these 4 or 5 and hit. Now you'll see your first rock. Somehow my computer is really slow. But make sure you UV unwrap. Problems always, take place these steps. UV unwrap. Look at this. Look at this rock. Isn't it beautiful? If you don't UV unwrap, your texture is gonna look really strange. So UV unwrap is important step. If you're not familiar with, make sure you follow the step and UV unwrap and add shading and Control Shift T and add the texture. Yeah. Gonna move the side here. So now you have your first rock ready, right? Or good? Any questions so far? Yeah, I'll give you 3 more minutes to finish a rock. Your first rock. All right. So we made a rock, but there's an easier way you can make a rock. Go to Edit and hit Preferences, Edit, and hit Preferences. We're gonna add another, hit Add-ons, and there's something called Extra. Type extra, and select this Add Mesh Extra Objects. This checked. Again, Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, and hit this Add Mesh Extra Objects. Just like Node Wrangler. Add-on is what makes Blender great program. Without add-on, it's really bad. Okay, hit this Add Mesh. Are good? Yes? Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, hit Type Extra, you'll find Add Mesh Extra Object. If you're ready, add object. Now you'll see something called a rock generator. If you click this, you can make a number of rocks. So I made 7 rocks. You can change the scale. You can change X scale, Y scale, Z scale. You can change whatever. Yeah, try to change something that you feel right. Details. Then click off. Now you have 7 rocks.
Right. Presets, and they can choose a different rock type on smooth or asteroid rock.
Right. There's more options. There are a lot of options. For example, now we have 7 rocks. Let's this. Yeah, it randomly generate 7 different rocks. Again, we'll do it again. Okay. Add mesh rock generator. And there's a rock. Oops. Okay. Again, somehow. Okay, I'm gonna create add mesh rock generator, and you'll see option here. And then, well, there are some, yeah, like, Daedric said, there's some different types of rocks. I'm gonna have just 1 rock this time to see it better.
Yeah.
And asteroid looks like a Robert Smith rock. And you change a little bit of number. You change a bit of number. Looking good. Now we have a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. But for example, if you're gonna does the same thing, UV unwrap and then texture, it's gonna look something strange because for this one, we'll cover this modifier later. The rock generator is made up with lots of different modifier. So click one of the rock and hit this what is called modifier properties, wrench icon, and make sure you apply everything. The modifier is an illusion, it's not the object yet. And once you apply all the modifier, same thing here, hit this wrench icon and click apply or Control A, or click Control A, or click apply. You don't have modifier. Let's select all and let's check. So if you look at this, the ones I applied modifier have a lot of vertices. The ones without, it doesn't, because it's the modifier is the illusion. So you have to apply. Once you apply, you'll see it became an object. So make sure if you have go back to object mode and click, you have a modifier, apply all of them, apply all under this wrench icon. Apply all, apply all, apply all, apply all. And then you do the same process. Smart UV unwrap, okay. Then go layout and shading. For this one, you don't have to create new material. Just click this. Hello. Okay. So instead of creating new material, you just click this, and it's like okay. 1 second. Go back to layout. I mean, you can do the exactly same thing, but what I'm going to do. Hello. Oh, that's so strange. Okay, layout. Using this and click material number 1. And sometimes rock generator still create a strange looking things. But in this case, okay, but that's the when you use rock generator. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, shading and hit new materials. Let's do the same thing. Control Shift T, click all these 5 and hit. Hello. This is especially slow today. I think just slow. It's just really slow. I don't understand why it is very slow today. Okay, and so if you look at something like this, for rock generator, sometimes you need to change instead of point. Let's see. And I remember it should be no. It should be, I think, cubics. Yeah, it should be box. No, not cubic. It should be box. Let's try to change box. All the box. Sometimes it solves the problems. If not, yeah, it seems obviously it's not. Okay, so obviously it's not changed the problem. But that is usually happen when you use rock generator and create too much strange angles and vortices. Let's try with this one. Let's try with this one, how it's gonna look. First, I'm gonna apply material 1. Let's see, yeah, for this one, I forgot, I didn't UV unwrap. UV editing, hit U, and make sure you UV unwrap.
Reading models.
And that's the same process. Go to after you finish UV unwrap and go to shading and apply materials. And if your material looking strange, try to change instead of linear or flat to box. Sometimes that solves the problem. It happens when we use rock generator instead of creating a rock from scratch. No. That's so strange. This is the last floor today. I'm gonna shut down and reopen. Hello. Please. No. Okay, I'm gonna resume. Okay. All right. How about this? UV editing. Okay, that's not the one I want. This one.
Yeah, so
UV unwrap. Okay.
and let's say we want to get a wrapping paper. So the wrapping paper is one thing. And the texture is the wrap on them.
UV editing, hit A, hit U. Okay, 1 second. Same thing, UV unwrap and shading. Either you create a new material or use one of the material you created. And look and check whether it looks fine. It looks fine. Okay. I'm gonna pause. Pay attention. One very last thing. I'm gonna add a plane. I'm gonna add a plane. I'm gonna hit Y. I'm gonna R, and I'm gonna hit 90 degree. I'm gonna put it here. One last thing. You need a mirror. You know how to. I already told you how to make a mirror. It seems like if you forgot, just look at me. I added a plane. I'm gonna turn this into a mirror. Before I'm gonna do it, make sure hit edit mode. I'm gonna hit Y, no, Z. I'm gonna hit E to extrude a little bit. Usually mirror has a little bit of depth like this. So this is actually a cube, it's not a flat. So have a little bit of a thin depth for your mirror. And then go to material. I'm gonna add new material. For this one, you can use shading tool as well. Increase metallic and decrease roughness. And you need to go back to click this printer, no, the camera cycle. And do I have a light? It seems like I don't have a light. And light, make sure your light is much brighter. Why it doesn't show anything? Show me something. Where's my light? Okay. Okay, now it's okay. Now you have a mirror. Again, you need in order to see reflection under this one, you need to change EB to cycle, CPU to GPU. Cycle, only cycle, you can see the reflection. In terms of the plate, the box, the plate I created, the material set, I increased metallic and decreased roughness to 0. So it serves, it's gonna serve as a mirror. I bet you know what you need to do next, right? We know how to make a rock. We know how to create a mirror material, and go back to PBR, canvas, and there's a sample, Robert Smithson's sample, and look at that and try to make a replica of Robert Smithson. We good? Yes? No? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna upload the recording on our canvas. All right. So that's it today. Make sure, okay.